Hello everyone, this is Grand Madam with your Moonology reading for today. What I'm going to do this week is something a little different. I am going to do readings according to the days of the week. Today is Monday. It is a moon day. It has a lot of lunar energy, and it is compounded with the remains of the full moon in Virgo energy. Okay, so I've pulled my pre-shuffle, and from the Moonology deck, this is what we have here. Full moon in Aries, a fiery complex, climax approaches. So whatever you're involved in, whether it's personal, business, or even spiritual, it's coming to a head this week, if not today. The third quarter moon says adjustments will need to be made, okay, or are required. And finally, don't let your past hold you back. This is the South Node. This is the South Node deals with what you're used to. Well, all that's about to change right now because you need to move into your North Node. Okay? And what that means is everything you've done in the past no longer works for you. You're going to have to try something different. All right? The tarot reading will be with the vice versa deck here. Okay? Shall we begin? Okay? We're going to start with clarifying a fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. Well, it's something else here. Some serious conflict because these cards are being very difficult to shuffle. Wow. You can always tell if the reading is going to be a very smooth and easy reading or a difficult one by the way the cards shuffle. A fiery climax approaches for the collective. Ooh. And one more. All right, one more. Wow. Boy, this reading is giving my fingers and my hands a definite workout. So this is something else. One more, Spirit? Okay. 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 All right. Two of Wands. Someone has a decision to make. They're comfortable where they are, but they want to strike out in a new direction. Someone is ready and willing to take their Nine of Cups, their happiness, and fly on to try something new. And here we have the Chariot. They are fully confident and willing and ready to go. All packed up. Okay. Let's look at adjustments are required. Again, difficulties. Like so. Adjustments are required because what has been working, well, this has not been working. This is a toxic situation. This might be addictions, codependencies, anything that has overwhelmed you and taken over your life. It's time to make a change. Yeah, and some of you have learned your lesson. This is the Hangman reversed. This way, the card means you're stuck. This way, it means the lesson has been learned so thoroughly that you are teaching it and talking about it to others, and you're ready to make that adjustment. Here, we have the Ten of Wands. The old man on this side, the old man was walking towards the statue to lay down the wands. On this side, never mind. He has changed his mind and is walking away from the statue, walking away from the rigid thing that they could not defeat, that they could not negotiate with, that they could not navigate with. There was no harmony there. There was nothing there when he got there. After carrying all that weight, when he got to his destination, there was nothing there. Okay. The next card is Don't Let Your Past Hold You Back. Oh, yeah. Okay. Don't let your past hold you back. In the past, you were good friends. This is the Six of Cups, a picture of two friends together. It can also be a picture of soulmates, or they could be just children. Either way, this is a card of the past. You might know this. And it looks as though it may have been a lover's relationship. Here's the card of the lovers, or a union or some type of contract that you had entered into. It is no longer, I guess the word is viable. And here we have the Page of Swords walking on his way with the sword of truth. Data has been collected, and a decision looks like it has been made. You can tell. You can tell. At the bottom of the deck, this looks like it may have involved somebody's security, financial security. Here's a message of financial security that was coming through. It could have been also a commitment of security or something like an agreement or a contract. So that seems to be what this is about. Let me put these cards over here and grab my Lenormands. To see if we can get more details with this. Okay, Lenormands give me a full detailed reading on these oracle cards here. What is this about, Lenormands? I don't normally read these cards in reverse, but since it's the only one that popped out like that, I'm going to read it in reverse. We have the Tree of Life is upside down. This deals with your health. And we have the Fish. Some of you have fallen on ill health because of your opportunities and your options. Some of you has also fallen on ill health from having children. Okay. For some of you, your situation has been gnawed away by a deceitful, snaky person, and that has caused barriers. Here's the labyrinth and the home. That has caused barriers to be set up within the home. And for some of you, you're protecting your property by surrounding it with some type of fence or barrier now. You have the storm clouds and the airship. The confusion has gone away. These two cards are talking about clarity. So you're clear on what's going on here. Someone has been demasked as a right-away lover. Here today, gone this afternoon. And now there is hope and renewal for healing after the situation of the person's been cut off. There's a sickle. Okay? Move these over here. Okay. So for some of you to be stable within a relationship or even in a job situation, loyalty is required. Loyalty is very important. This is what you expected, but this is not what you received. You received the message. Some of you received the message from a woman. Others of you were the woman who sent the message. So what was the message? The message was regarding the difficulties with a child. For some of you, others received a message about an abuse of a child. And here we have the heart that's been put in a cage, and we have the moon. There. The moon is obscurity, secrets, hidden things going on, which is why there's such a caged heart here. But the door is still open. Now here we have a situation where we have the all-seeing owls are watching some institution here. They could be watching the church, they could be watching the government, things, and they could be seeing something different than everyone else sees. This could also be a marriage. Either way, someone has been watching the situation, whether in real life or on TV or on social media. And the word is out about the situation. Someone was really wishing that things could have turned out so much better. We have the wishing well and the compass, the north node. It talks about the north node, going for what's best for you. And here we have a man in a garden. Well, this is a rendezvous spot. Park-like setting. And here we find that with that person or with that situation, they were a great bit of obstacles. Mountains represent obstacles, and the lilies represent a short-lived affair. And here we have someone feeling that they were anchored or held back and held down in a long-term relationship. The tulips represent a long-term love relationship, a love association. Also, well, I said long-term association. Yeah. Some of you have been in this situation for years. And there's others of you have been on the other side of a long-term association that's been creating havoc in your relationship. Yeah, decision has to be made. People are watching. Someone is watching. And someone is also looking things over. They're looking right about now. We have the decision. We have the choice in the staircase. And then we have the magnifying glass. So there's a new direction that needs to be taken. You're quite aware of it. Right now, you're just examining, weighing the pros and cons of which way to go. And for some of you, it could be about this person. Now, for some of you, the man, well, that's a love interest. You see his little rose. But here we have the cross. Now, this could be a religious man. It could be the pastor of your church, some type of church leader. For others of you, it could be this person, this love interest was at cross purposes with you, or you were at cross purposes with this love interest. Or you could have been at cross purposes with this spiritual leader. Because there's a lot of talk around the house about a situation ending. A lot of chatter, gossip. It's gossip. And for some of you, it is gossip around the death. I did see that sickle is also a symbol of death. And here we have someone else who's trying to take over and bridge a gap, but they cannot be trusted. Because they're a fox. And some of you are in a committed situation where there is an expected pregnancy now. Others of you may be in a committed situation where you may be in a committed situation, but you're looking for a different direction to move into. So we're talking about, it could be the end of a marriage here, or the end of a relationship. And some of you are involved in a secret affair. Everlasting love in the secret affair. I'll always love you, but I definitely have to love you from a distance now. Yeah. And I do believe this is the woman. Here we have the sun, and we have the woman. This could be a very successful woman, a happy woman. It can also be that it was illuminated that this is the woman who had the secret affair, that has now decided to remove herself from the equation and love you from a distance. Yeah. This is a fling. Clover is short-lived good fortune. This is good fortune, but it's short-lived. So while you were together, it was fun, and until it wasn't. And at the bottom, last card, the clock. Time's up. Time's up. So basically, some of you are in situations, you're finding yourselves that this is not what you wanted, not good for you. Time's up. You have to move on. It became too burdensome. It was good until it wasn't. It was good until it wasn't. And you're at the mental point now where you're examining yourselves and trying to figure out, what did I do wrong? How did I not see this? Sometimes when we find ourselves in those types of situations, basically what we have to do is examine our thinking. And oftentimes we're not going to get it if we do it by ourselves. because we don't know which thought is fake. Not fake, but in error. In error. I don't want to step on toes, but I'm going to have to say this. How many of you young women out there who have children who are not with your child's father, or he's in and out, how many of you see him as your husband, yet you're not married? That's the thinking that needs to shift. You share children with a lover. You do not share children with a husband. If there was if you don't have marriage license, no vows were made being officiated by an official, a minister, a magistrate, judge, whatever, then you're not married. So you do not think of this person as your husband. That was just a lover that you chose to have children with. Once you start shifting the way you think, things become much clearer to you. Now, I'm going to throw down the kippers. I'm going to use the old-fashioned Celtic spread because I want to see a little bit more, okay? Because all of these cards are reading like oracle cards, meaning they're studying the energy. I'm going to see some details, some tangibles. Okay? And the reason I do this is so that there is no room for continued fantasy thinking. All right? So let's see what the Kippers have to say. Kippers, what do you have to say about this reading? What's happening here? A fiery climax approaches. Adjustments are required. Don't let your past hold you back. What is this about, Kippers? For some of you, the climax hit yesterday, Spirit just said. All right. Overall energy. This is the death of something. This is the coffin. Something has finally died, or someone has passed away. And here's the main male. It's highly possible that the main male has passed away, and now all the secrets are coming out. Things have to shift. Yeah, and here's concerns. Yeah. People are concerned about their inheritances. Here's work and toil and labor. That relationship took a lot of work to maintain, and now it's over. Wow. For some of you, it looks like your job situation has ended. It looks like the company has ended. This is dealing with work. And topping it off is a wealthy man. And some of you are thinking about the past. You're in a current situation, but you're looking back at the past, or you're looking at someone else, maybe your future then, as to where you want it to be. And the main concern, yeah, this is about a job loss too. This is about loss, heavy loss, life-changing loss. Mature man. Some of you may have lost your fathers, grandfathers. Some of you may have been married to older men. Now what's going to happen to the house? Oh, geez. A lot of people are worried. Imprisonment of the mind. Courthouse. Some things will have to be, I guess, probate court, settled. Also for some, it looks to me like somebody's in jail too. I don't know what that's all about. Oh, here we have, this is the Lady Susan of the deck. This could be the gold-digging older woman, or this could be grandma, mama, maternal figure. And she's taking somebody to court, or is being taken to court herself. The mental challenge is regarding a child or a new beginning. The emotional challenge regards the community, the family. Okay? So for someone, and the outcome is change. Someone's life has changed. And they've changed because a male figure, a prominent male figure, has passed on or has lost a complete business. And their entire lifestyle is changing. Entire lifestyle. At the bottom of the deck, we have courtship, high honor courtship with a privileged lady. Unexpected income. I told you that's just little money. But someone is afraid that they're, little money. When I say little money, I'm talking about discounts, credits, and yes, even child support is considered that little unexpected income, a little bit of income. Okay. However, we have great fortune, and in this instance, the great fortune is going to balance off the loss. It's going to balance off the loss. There may be some loss, but not all loss. Yeah, because now the government is, ooh. The government is involved. The courts are involved. The courts are involved. So now we're talking about inheritance, gifts, and court involvement, adjudication. Message of concern. That's my subpoena card. And here we have moving away. Someone has sent a message saying that, someone has sent a message saying they're moving in a different direction and they're moving away. We have an official here in the family room. That could be Big Mama, Big Papa, whoever is left. And they are making the family decision now, or family decisions. And for some of you, family decisions are about the main female in this situation. I would say mother to the child, maybe only daughter, lover, or wife. Because there's someone, here comes the snake. Spirit. We have, let's look at this carefully. Someone is in bad health. Someone has been a fake person. So the fake person, I look at this two ways. The fake person who may have been involved with this scenario is now in poor health because of their loss or their request to move away from the family situation. Others, I feel that there is a fake person who may have caused an illness to someone, which is probably also where the courts and the imprisonment comes in. Yeah. Because what it looks like here, I have marriage, lovers, and journey. To me, this looks like there was a marriage, there were lovers, and now it's all gone. And people have to pick up themselves from where they fell in this scenario and move forward to a whole different life, a new life for themselves. Okay, so there's going to be a major lifestyle change. Their security may be challenged for some and solidified for others. Either way you go, it's all over but the shouting, which means decisions have been made. They're ironclad. All the shouting in the world isn't going to change anything. It's time to make the appropriate adjustments, and it's time to stop holding on to the past, because your life will never be the same, never be like that again. Okay? It's time to look forward, and that's what you're doing. You're moving forward with confidence, and you're taking your happiness with you in a totally different direction. Okay? This is Grand Madam wishing you much love.